How's it going, guys? Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So listen, we have to go over Nvidia in this one, do an update on the charts, my thoughts, and I want to go over the insider selling going on right now. Guys, I've been getting so many questions. Stas, what's going on? Insiders are dumping, Jensen's selling. Why? What is going on? So we're going to cover insider selling, what's going on, my thoughts, the charts, the whole 9 yards. So hit the like button, subscribe, join the free email stock newsletter, and check out my Patreon for my portfolio updates every week. That is down below. And now let's just get into it, man. So as of right now, it's about 2 p.m. on the East Coast, and we have Nvidia up about 25 cents. Not much, right? And actually, we were down earlier in the day. Nvidia opened up at 158 bucks 80 cents, and it got all the way down to 156. We dumped a good almost $3, about 2% in the first couple of minutes of trading there. And now we've essentially spent the last couple of hours filling the gap back up, right? Classic example of, elevator down, stairs up, or stairs up, elevator down in the opposite order here, either way. This picture is exactly that. We dumped quickly in the matter of a couple of minutes, right? 20, 30 minutes, whatever. And now we've taken the last couple of hours to recoup those losses. And at this point, guys, let me show you the 1 hour chart. I mean, for Pete's sake, man, we hit all-time highs in the overnight market. We hit almost $160 a share, and we're still uptrending. Obviously, nobody's denying that. We're just simply pulling back a little bit. And if I had to guess here, guys, honestly, looking at these charts, now that we're taking out, 150, which was the high, for months ago, now that we're finally breaking out of here, which ultimately I think is going to bring a lot more momentum over, the next 3, 6, 9 months. But in the short term here, I think we are a little overbought, a little bit, maybe not as much as some other stocks out there, but I wouldn't be surprised if Nvidia maybe were to sell off a little bit, or at least consolidate in the maybe mid 150s, 153, 155. What if it just consolidated there a couple of days? I wouldn't be surprised if it did that. You know what I mean? And that could be what happens here. But either way, we're breaking out. All-time highs are hitting. What more could you ask for, right? And based on Thinkorswim here, we hit 83 bucks a share. Now we're at 157. Guys, if you bought that Liberation Day dip, you're up 90% off the lows. Yeah, 90%. Think about that. So during this huge run, and really in the last week or two, we've gotten a good amount of insider selling. I want to cover this right now and actually go over the transactions so we can see who's selling what, how much, how many shares, dollar value, everything you need to know. So this headline here, which kind of sparked this video, I saw this and I was like, yeah, I got to make a video on this. Nvidia insiders dump more than $1 billion in stock, according to report. So we can see there, Nvidia CEO Jensen, the GOAT, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Let's come down here so I can show you this. About $500 million worth of sales occurred over the last month as the market notched new highs and shook off geopolitical tensions that rattled investors. So $500 million worth of sales. And securities filings revealed that Nvidia recently unloaded about $15 million worth of shares. Wait, are they talking about Jensen? I think they're talking about Jensen on second thought. Maybe I missed that part. Yeah, Jensen sold $15 million worth of shares as part of his more than $900 million plan announced in March to sell up to 6 million shares through the end of the year, which kind of gets us into, what's going on here. It's all part of pre-planned trades. What's it called again? Trading Rule 10b-5-1, where insiders can sell on, public information, right? Or it's not like they're selling on insider information. They're selling on not really any information, really. It's just they're planning their sales. They're like, all right, I'll sell a bunch on this date, this specific amount of shares, dollar value, whatever it may be. And you guys probably remember Jensen sold a bunch of shares like a year ago. When was that, man? I mean, we covered this in the content here. It was about a year ago, I think. He was selling a bunch of shares, then he stopped for a while. Now he's doing it again. It's all a part of the plans they have each year, or depending on how often they do it, right? To sell a certain amount of shares. So again, he's going to sell up to 6 million shares through the end of the year, but his net worth is still $138 billion, and he's the 11th richest person, it looks like, in the world. He's the 11th on the Bloomberg Billionaires Index, which is unreal. Let me actually pop this up. I'm curious. But yeah, man, Jensen, he owns a lot of stock. Let's just say he's selling a lot less than what people realize. You know, it's a very small amount of his position, or his position in Nvidia. And let me see. Of course, Elon is the richest. We can see here the billionaires list. So we have Elon at number one. They're gonna hit me with an ad here. Elon number one, 367 billion. Zuckerberg 258 at number two. Bezos 244 at number three. Man, this is actually a tight race for the top three. Well, I guess Elon's far above Mark Zuckerberg, but Zuckerberg, Bezos, and Ellison are pretty freaking close, man. Between 230 to 260 billion dollars. Then you have Steve Ballmer, 171 billion. Larry Page, 161. Buffett's 152 at number 8. Sergey Brin, 151 at number 9. Then we have Bernard Arnault, 149 billion. Then we have Jensen, 138 at number 11. Wow. So yeah, a bunch billionaires out there, guys. Man, imagine having that net worth. Like, obviously it's not all liquid in cash. I mean, it's all in the companies, so it's not like they have 150 billion just in cash. But just think about how much money that really is. It's insane. So right here, we're noticing the recent sales. So let me go through some of these guys quickly. Really, I just want to show you the notable ones. So back on May 30th, about a month ago, I guess exactly a month ago, a director here sold 50,000 shares at $134 a share. That was a pretty big reduction, 20% reduction in position size. That was Robert Burgess. He sold about $6.7 million of the stock. We had Mark Stevens sell on a couple different occasions here. He sold 3% on June 2nd. He sold about 1 million shares, $149 million position. He sold at $140 a share. Massive sale there, but you got to really focus on the percentage, right? It's not like they're cutting their position size by 50%. That would be alarming, right? In this case, really, they're just trimming. Well, I guess Robert Burgess, 20%. Big drop there in position size, but really not 50%. I mean, 20% is still a lot, but it's not 50%. And if we look over here, we can see some other big names. Jensen, you can see he just recently started, or is that Jen? Oh, yeah, Jensen, yeah. Recently started selling in 100,000 share a lot. So he sold 100,000 shares on the 20th of June, 14 mil. He sold another, 200,000 shares on the 24th of June at $152 a share, $30 million sale there. So you guys can see kind of, these sales here. They're not insane. It's not like Jensen's dumping, half his position. It's literally less than 1%. It says 0% here because they don't round they round up, obviously, or down in this case. It's such a negligible amount. It's not a big deal. And I'm sure a lot of you guys already know that, but people are like, oh my God, insider sales, Nvidia, oh man, run for the hills. It's not the case at all, So that's pretty much it, guys. I don't want to ramble too much in this video, but yeah, keep your eyes on the stock. I wouldn't be surprised, again, if we consolidate a bit here in the mid-150s. I think that'd be healthy for the stock, and we'll see where it goes from there. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. Join my free email stock newsletter, and check out my Patreon for my real-time portfolio updates. All those links are down below. And by the way, I'm investing thousands of dollars a month in that portfolio, and I just posted an update today. where I bought puts on a stock. I also bought puts on another stock last week. So check out the updates if you want. It's only, what, $10 a month? Negligible amount of money for most people, especially if you're watching a stock channel. I mean, you guys probably have some money, right? I mean, it's not like we're a gaming channel. But of course, no pressure. Do what you want, obviously. Just shameless plug. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video.